It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the LA Chargers and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Darius Davis to return it. This makes it up to the 25. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Herbert. Gets caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. McConkey's got it again. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, here's Hampton. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, here's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running it with Hampton. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. And now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants, nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Trying again, following the set. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Picked up at the 38. Escapes a defender. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hampton gets the handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to Hampton. He finds some space again. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Los Angeles.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset and the running back gets a chance to hear it. A toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
From the red zone now. Ooh, out and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play, right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Giants nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Juke the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Dart's going to tuck it and run. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with 10 to go still on 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. It's Tracy on 2nd down. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down, Tracy gets it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You want to see more, but you only see small. Life just slows you down. Your body gets acting up. The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now Dart's going to the air. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants making a 1-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. It's complete to Johnston, out right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And over the middle, it's Johnston. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 3 now. Now Herbert again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. It's Herbert once more. Brought in by Gadsden. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And this one's going to be close. Did he get both feet inside the chalk? Oh, no, he did not. Great effort, but an incomplete pass.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
3rd down now, here's Darks. He finds Slayton, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Giants are set to punt, and this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Again, it's Hampton. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun give to Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. Tackle made at the the 10. First and goal coming up.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Herbert with a blitz coming. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
You know that rappers pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our third quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This lined up left. Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Complete left side to Robinson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Dart gonna throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he's gonna get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 21-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality game, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run by Hampton. Jukes one defender, and he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now for Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Herbert gonna tuck and run. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down, Los Angeles.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Hampton, right side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Chargers with a 10-point advantage. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At the 3-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from New York.